Hey everyone, I am in Provo Canyon and going to show you some information about a development that has been here for a number of years. I don't know how long, it's been a long time. It's called Canyon Meadows. The name is changing to Deer Creek Meadows because it's right below Deer Creek. So Deer Creek Dam is just right here. The majority owner, owns the majority of the parcels here, is putting in a new water treatment system. So essentially a sewer system. And it's just amazing what he has done because there's a lot of risk with septic systems. They're fairly costly to put in, and there is risk that they fail at some point. And the hard part is they fail. You don't know that they failed until you've got problems. And so it's amazing what he's done. But anyway, I'm just going to drive around, show you some things about this development. And if you want some more information, get a hold of me and we'll talk some more about it. So here we go. We're going to go up to the top of this development and show you up there where they have their water tank. And so the risk, if you have just a normal septic system, it fails and wastewater is coming back into your house, you know that. The other way it fails is you start getting swampland out in your somewhere around your house where your septic system is or your drain field. But the other thing is if that water, your wastewater from that septic system, and when you start getting a number of homes, if it starts leaching into groundwater sources. So you've got Provo River down here, I mean it's a ways away, and you've got Deer Creek Reservoir, and you've got some wells up above here. A health department is going to watch that so that you don't have a lot of septic systems, wastewater systems near a well or a lake or body of water or something. So this development, what they've done to get away from these septic systems and the risk of them failing is to put in a big system, and it's essentially I don't know what you say, a glorified septic system. So it's not like a sewer system most people are used to where, you know, if you're in the city, your water all goes to the sewer treatment plant and it's treated there. You're still, I mean, you can see where we're at. We're still in the mountains here. Got Provo River down here. What they've done is at the lower part of this development, they have put in 4 25,000 gallon tanks that all of this water will go into. It will go from there into filtration tanks, and then from there it will be pumped into a drain field or leach field, some people call it. And that leach field or drain field is about 5 acres in size. It will actually be used as water for this little meadow area down at the bottom of the development. The thing that should give a lot of comfort to people is that system will be maintained. The water is tested. From what they say, it's going to be cleaner than the Provo River water. But having it tested regularly, it's just like your culinary water. So in this development, you've got culinary water that comes into the tank up here, but it's tested regularly. Versus when you have a septic system, your wastewater is going into your tank and then into your drain field at your home. That water's not tested. At some point, if you get too many people, too dense of a area with houses with septic systems, then you can have problems, but you won't know it really until you've got issues like what I said previously, either water coming back into your house, or you have swampy areas in your lawn, or somebody starts getting sick and you had this concentration of wastewater that has affected a culinary water supply, a well or a river or spring or something like that. Kind of jumping around here a little bit, but this is a really, really cool thing that they've done here for this development. I think it's what's going to happen in a lot of developments, especially in the Wasatch back where we have the mountains, we have these valleys, and to put in a water treatment system and a sewer system is just not feasible in a lot of areas, just the cost. Whereas this, I mean, this is a costly thing to do, but it's so much more feasible to be able to control your wastewater, still be able to have a development, you know, have some homes in an area where people want to live and have the water treated the way that it needs to be treated. So I want to go up here and show you the water tank, and then we'll drive around and you can see some of the water treatment system. They've already buried the tanks, but we'll drive around and you can see part of that. Okay, here we go. All right, we're not going to go up and see the water tank because they're doing some work right here, and so they're blocking the road. But I did want to just get out of my pickup for a minute. This part of the development is almost the top. So you've got a few more lots up here that'll have some homes. But I wanted to show you this view right here. Almost anywhere in this development, you're going to have this view of Provo Canyon. So if you're looking for views as you go farther up the canyon here and you're getting into the Heber Valley Midway area and adding 25 minutes to get down to Provo. And so you're so close to still be able to be in the canyon, be close to Provo and I-15 and Salt Lake. It is just a really unique place. Gotta check it out. These views. over and over. Okay, we'll drive down and show you where the tanks and a couple other unique things about this development. All right, so you can see the homes back there. We were up there. The culinary water tank's up there, and let me point this down this way so you can still see Cascade Mountain down there. So you've got Provo Canyon. I mean, you've still got some beautiful views. This is the lower part of the development. This is where the storage tanks are for this wastewater. You've got these, I don't know what they call them, that come up from these tanks. Here's where the 4 25,000 gallon tanks are that the wastewater comes into. And then from there, it goes into these containers right here, and this is where it is filtered and essentially cleaned. And then it will be pumped back up onto that slope up there where it will essentially irrigate that upper part up there. Essentially it'll just be, I don't know, wild grass, wildflowers, whatever, and it'll be irrigated from the wastewater of this development. Like I said, the water will be tested. Owl Nest Special Service District has been created to maintain this and make sure it's operating. Now, just let me tell you a couple more things about this development. We're back down here to where you can see Highway 130 or 189 here. You can hear it. I'm sure you've probably heard the cars driving by. When I was up there at the top of the development, could you hear any traffic? You couldn't. It is so nice as you go up there that you can't hear any traffic, and so it's just really an optimal location to be close to the highway, be able to run down into Provo or run up into Midway or over into Park City. Now, another couple other items with this HOA. Everybody has their own propane tank right now. They're going to put in, and I can't remember if it was like an 18,000 or 20,000 gallon propane tank, and they will pipe it. So essentially you're going to have gas to all the homes without having to have your own propane tank. They've also got access right through here. It was built by UDOT so that deer could go from one side of the highway to the other. UDOT is allowing owners in this development to be able to use that to get down to the Provo River. This stakeholder again has some property and is using it for an easement on the other side of the road to be able to get down to the road that then takes you down to Provo River with some of the best blue ribbon fly fishing in the country from what I understand. I love to eat fish, but I'm not a fisherman. Anyway, if you're interested and want to get some pricing and know more what's happening in this development here at Canyon Meadows, get a hold of me. Happy to talk to you about it and show you some properties and see if there's something here that would work for you and get you into the Wasatch, back out of the city, into Utah, and into just a gorgeous, gorgeous area, and into a very up-to-date, one of the best systems I've ever seen as far as for the future of this development. I'm excited to have learned about this and to see what they're doing, and just really think it's going to be a model for a lot of other areas, especially in the mountains of Utah. So anyway, look forward to talking to you soon. And as always, I work to increase your confidence, reduce your risk, and help you find a place in the Wasatch back or the Wasatch front. And if you're looking to sell something as well, work to help you do that as well. Take care.